Alright, so I'm going to show how to open up this HP model 13-AB020NR. Alright, so first what you want to do is remove the 4 screws. These are T5 screws. The top 2 near the hinge are longer than the bottom 2, so don't mix them up. And then what you want to do, this model's pretty difficult to open up. So first, the easiest way I found is you go to the corner here, and you get between the cover and the back edge, and then you just get your fingernails or pry tool underneath. A lot of people keep commenting on my nails, but they're very useful. So as you can see, you can pull it up, and then you can slide your other nail or pry tool along the edges, okay, just like this. So just go along, pull up with one, and then go along with the other. Alright, and then you should be able to get to the, there you go, the hinges, just like that. I mean, not the hinges, the clips, just like that. So there you see, the clips came out from the side, and then go along the back, just like this. Alright, same thing. Just go along, and then kind of pull up a little bit while you're kind of pulling down and out this way, down and out this way on the other piece, and that should help you release the clips, just like this. Okay. The bottom side, it has some metal pieces on the attached to the cover. I'm not sure how that hooks in, but I'll show you once I finish this. I think it slides, but it's really difficult to slide because this piece is caught underneath. So just keep going along and prying this up. It's very tough, so just know that it's going to take some force. Alright, keep going. Keep pulling up on this side while you slide your other pry tools or your fingernails along the other side. Okay, just keep going. Some people are like, oh, but you might bend or break your nail and it hurts. I mean, they regrow, so that's whatever. But yeah, so just keep going. It is tough. Just keep pulling and keep prying it. Alright. Let's see, this side was tough last time I tried as well, so let's see here. Okay, so I might have to go towards the front now. So the front here, it has some metal pieces that hook under this way. So when you lift it out, you actually have to slide the cover that way to help the metal pieces go out. See, so I'm kind of pulling it over that way while prying this. So that helps. And also there's some clips underneath here. So just know that when you're pulling, it's gonna eventually come up. Okay. Just keep going. All right. This side, I don't know why, but the clips are extra strong. There you go, just like that. Okay, once you get all the clips, the whole thing comes up just like that. So here's the metal pieces I was talking about earlier. So hopefully you can see that. Okay, and they just kind of like slide here. It looks like there's a small bit of plastic here that's supposed to hold it, maybe. Actually, there's nothing there holding it. I don't know. I don't know what that's for, and I don't know why this plastic piece looks like it got bent over or something. But yeah, so you can see there's all these little clips all along the side, and then there's on the front there's just these 2 metal pieces, and then you got these other ones here. I don't know if there's maybe a magnet or something in there. I don't know. It's not really holding anything. But okay, so there's that. Set the cover aside, just like every other computer. If you're gonna start disconnecting things, always disconnect the battery first. And then, so to do that, I just use my fingernails on the 2 edges like that, and then you kind of just wiggle it. So work it, and it'll come out, okay? And then move the cable out of the way so it doesn't accidentally get reconnected. Whenever you remove the back cover, you want to be careful with opening the laptops because the hinges don't have as many screws and there's not as much force holding it down. So just open the computer slowly, and then you can hold the power button. So after you remove the battery, I like to hold the power button for a few seconds to drain any power. Make sure that there's nothing flowing through the circuits to damage things if you were to drop something on it. Okay, so once you do that, then you can see here, there's the keyboard connector. Then there's the keyboard backlight connector. I believe that's the trackpad. I'll take out the battery. Usually I don't take everything out if I'm not doing a repair that requires it, but I'll do it this time. Alright, so let's take this out. So let's see. Got the 2 screws there. I don't know what this black plastic bracket's for, but we'll see if I have to remove that or not. Let's take these other screws for the thing. So the screws for the battery, you would use a PH1 or a J1 screwdriver. Be careful using the wrong size. If you use one that's too small or too big, you can actually end up just stripping out the screw, and then it'll make it very difficult to remove. So it looks like those are the only screws. I'm not sure why this plastic bracket's there, but that's the battery model CN03XL. Okay, so as you can see, here's the keyboard. It's actually held in place with melted plastic pieces, so if you were to replace the keyboard, you're probably going to have to replace the whole palm rest. There's a way you can redo this. If you like cut all these plastic out and have like 3D printer pen, then you can kind of melt new plastic into there, but it's kind of a pain and a big mess. So usually if you do that, probably replace the keyboard unless it's a huge price difference. Then you got the speaker here, the cable runs along, and then they both plug in up here. You got the trackpad cable here. To remove these, you just flip these latches up, and then you can pull the connectors out and then put it back in and flip it back down. You got the SSD. This looks like a NVMe PCIe SSD. So to remove that, you just take the screw out, and then usually you'll come up at an angle, and then you just wiggle it out. All right. I don't know why they have this black piece there, but I'm not going to remove it. Oh, I see. This is actually for the cover. So this is where the clips for the cover actually go into. And so I think they put that there in case you somehow break this. Maybe it's so you can replace these plastic pieces, and then you can put them back. Okay, then there's 2 fans in this thing. The design, I don't know why they're building these fans like this where the fans don't really blow into the heatsink. It's kind of doesn't make sense to me. So they have these fans blowing this way, but the heatsink is designed to blow air through it this way. So maybe they're hoping it creates, like, I don't know, a vacuum force or something, but it's not really going to do that. So you can see here, there's the air holes here, and then if anything, the air will go all around on top and wherever. It's not going to actually be forced through the fins here that easily. So I don't know. I don't like these designs, how they're doing with all these new super thin laptops. The cooling's like stupid. Apple has like where they don't even put these heat sinks, and they just put a metal plate on top and then they blow air at it, which I don't see how that helps with anything. Yeah. So, but yeah, so LCD cables here. Then you got the fan connectors. Both of them have one. The fans, they are different. There's a left and right. They actually labeled it. So if you replace it, make sure you get the right one. They do the left and right based on how it is when you open it, not based on how it is when you're using it. Okay. Then you got the wireless card, just like the SSD. When you take the screw out, it'll pop up at an angle. You wiggle it out. The antennas, you just pull where the tail is. You just pop it up just like this. Go from the back of the tail. Don't try and pry the front up, but basically you just pop it up. Let me do this. So this one's more loose, so it's easier, but basically just pop it at the tail like that and it'll come out. Put it back. You just make sure it's lined up and then push it down just like that. Be very careful with these cables. I've seen a lot of people bend these and damage them, and then once you do that, it's very hard to replace. You either have to replace the whole screen sometimes, or you can't find these antennas. It's kind of tough. Then you got the cable for the DC jack. It looks like you can just take these brackets out and remove that. But other than that, it looks like that's pretty much it. The board is all one piece. This looks like the RAM, so the RAM is probably just these little chips soldered to the board, so you can't really replace it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you. I think the hardest part is probably just getting into this thing, so hopefully showing that part will at least help you get inside your computer to replace your SSD or something if you wanted to upgrade it. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video helped. If it did, please like and subscribe because that'll help me. And yeah, thanks for watching again. Bye.